So yeah, we're going to be talking about Star Citizen, and more specifically, CitizenCon of this year. This will go on YouTube, or at least I will try to put it on YouTube, so everybody say hello to YouTube. I should probably preface this whole thing by saying that like 90% of the things that they showed us this weekend are not in the game yet, are mostly ready, but also probably not going to make it into the game until mid next year or something, so mid 2024 probably. So yeah, that's something to, like, as I always say, like, manage your expectations, be like, it's Star Citizen, you know, just like, if you don't know like the Star Citizen development cycle, if you're like new to the game or something, don't expect everything that we're going to be talking about today to be in the game in the next 3 months. Like, that's not going to be the case. If it's in the game in the next year, consider yourself happy. Players117, thank you so much. But yeah, they've made this amazing list of things that was announced during the weekend. So the first presentation, that was the opening of the CitizenCon, was already amazing. Because they talked about the game engine. The game engine looks amazing. They showed us, well, I mean, we already knew that the game engine was great, but they are like iterating on it and pushing things like further and further. And it's starting to look really, really, really cool. Like this is a good example.
Also, we made improvements to shorten long distance read, and the tiling is less visible.
And so, like, you can like see this environment just getting better and better. Look at this. Like, this is the current version of the game with like the better cloud, and then this is like with everything added to it, like the rays through the clouds and everything. Like, this is gorgeous. This is in game. Like, this is not like a pre-render or anything. Like, this is literally in game live. That looks so good. So there you go. Like, you got like water physic reacts to gunfire, to stepping in it, react to wind, air. Like if a ship flies above it and everything. And it looks so good.
Trailer, but actually, I think this video does a little bit more justice to it. So I'm just going to let that play out for you.
There you go, look at this thing. Look at it, this is all real time. This is what the game is actually doing right now. At least in the dev build again. Not quite sure when we will be getting this in live, but it's got like the ship reactors, like putting thrust into the water, and it's making like ripples everywhere.
Forward in a second. You're going to see the wake start to happen behind us there.
Look at this.
And from the
this is so good. I think this is the one that impressed me the most. So this is the old one. Well, the old one, yeah, the current one that's in the game right now. So like you have a light source like above the hangar, and like the light is coming down and moving and everything. And this is the new one. And like straight away, the one thing that impressed me the most, like look at the wall back here. As soon as the new one comes up, like the lighting instantly changes like crazy. And it just looks so good instantly. Like everything looks so much better. Same thing, you got the inside kind of dark, you still have like the dynamic light and everything. And instantly you got the Raytracing and the global illumination. It felt like a different game instantly. Like, look at this. Just the old one versus the new one. It looks like a completely different game. It's crazy. They've done an amazing job on the lighting. So they wanted to... So this is without it activated during the cinematic from Squadron 42. Nothing crazy, and this is with the technology. Already you can notice like the creases when he goes up, like the shirts moves around as he walks around and everything. Like, it's very subtle, but it looks good. Like it has like in terms of like immersion and everything. Like, this looks great. Then they talked about the air, and again, long talk, very technical. They explain everything, but the very impressive thing about the air deck was the demo. Individual strands of hair that can be moved around and react to the environment. So imagine you're on the windy planet without your helmets. Your hair will actually react to the wind on the planet and just move according to the air. I know it seems simple for a video game nowadays, but just the fact that like this is an MMO and you don't tend to see this kind of realism in an MMO, it's just like all kind of amazing in my opinion. The way they are like physically simulating all the strands of hairs and everything. What else did they announce? Physical destruction. The environment cannot be destroyed. Not everything, I'm guessing, but like they're showing this on like those old like stone ruins and everything, while everything kind of explodes and you know, it combines everything together. And then there was probably one of the most important news, one of the most, not the most, but one of the most important news that we got during this CitizenCon, and the long-time bakers will know what I'm talking about, who have been following the project for a while. We got the first demo of the server meshing, the Messiah. The technology that they've been talking about us, like they've been talking to us for the past like 4 years, 5 years, and it's working. On a small scale, at least for the demo, it's on a small scale. Like they showed us like 3 rooms basically, those 3 rooms that you see down here. The panel was quite long, but it's working. It was like with server meshing, what I can do is like every like quadrant of the system can be its own server. So like if you're on 2 different planets, you can do whatever you want on this planet. It's never going to affect the other player. That's one thing. That's amazing. But it also means that if on another planet there is not a single player there, but this planet isn't loaded, this planet doesn't exist, this server is not turned on right now. And that's the thing that's going to allow Star Citizen to have like hundreds of star systems. Is that basically every star system is going to be like a separate cluster of servers that are going to exist on their own bubble. And if there is nobody in the star system, that star system is not going to be loaded. And that's the next step in the future of Star Citizen. That's just amazing to see, and I hope that it's something that we are going to see in the game very soon. Because that's the reason that Star Citizen hasn't really expanded in the last few years. And that's why I kind of call this technology like the Messiah of Star Citizen. Is because they are forced to load everything, they can't add like multiple planets at the moment because the server wouldn't be able to handle it. But when server meshing makes it to the game, we'll finally be able to just play the game, and like they can, after that they can just like scale infinitely. Well, infinitely. They still need the servers to support the planets. And so yeah, like during the demo they kind of showed like, so like the green outline means it's on the green server, and as soon as they go in the red area, suddenly the vehicle is registered in the red server. And so yeah, like, and then they show you like how smooth it is to switch between servers. But they completely redesigned all the tools that you have in the game right now. So like the UI of your helmet, your minimap, your app on your mobile glass, like your game phone basically. The equivalent of your mobile phone, but like in Star Citizen. There we go, there's the new. So this is like the new minimap that's going to be added. So if you're in the space station, you have no excuse to get lost anymore, because you're going to be able to download the map of the area. And if you're looking for a shop, blammo, you just have your whole map. You got like also up here you will have like a drop down. So let's say you are looking for a shop in a space station, you can just find the shop in the list that will be up here, and you're about to just click on it, and the game will make you a path to it.
So in our
where is it? Where do they show the pathing? Where is it? Show us the good thing. Show us the stuff. Where is it? There we go. There it is.
And plot a route to this objective.
So we'll be able to plot a route to any marker, like player placed or otherwise. There you go. And just inside the station, the game will actually plot you around on your minimap. The minimap that you can see in the top left up here, so you're able to like see in real time when you are and everything. And you can see like, so you won't get lost anymore. But not only does it work on Outpost, it works on your spaceship too. And so same thing, if you're lost in your own spaceship, well, not anymore. It's not going to help for fighters and everything, but like the Karak is quite a big ship, and everything is labeled. But I'm thinking on bigger ships too. Thinking on the Merchantman when it eventually comes out. I feel like that's going to be very useful to not get lost, especially as you discover them and everything. And same thing, you also have access to the same thing like the pathing, so if you're lost in a ship and you need to go somewhere, just drop down a marker and set your destination and it will be in your minimap. And then, that was the news that probably made me the happiest during the convention, is the new Starmap. And it's so much better. First of all, it works. And this, again, just, it looks so good. Like, it just looks so good. Like, you can see all the outposts on the moon, you can click on them very easily, set them a destination, you can rotate your map how you want. The custom markers are also working on this. So if you want to set a custom marker on one of the planets and set it as a destination, you will be able to do it. If you want to travel to another planet, another moon, like, everything is going to become so much easier. The one thing that they said they are not quite sure what they are going to do with is the same thing, like the whole, like, drop down for destinations. For the planets, they don't quite know yet how they're going to do it, so that's still a work in progress. But basically, from your minimap, you'll be able to zoom out all the way to the system you're currently in, and maybe further away than that, we'll see. But you can basically zoom out from like the entire star system to literally the inside of your spaceship. Like the levels of zoom go from like literally entire star system to like what's directly like a meter next to you. It's insanity. And I can't wait. I think this is probably one of the updates that I'm most looking forward to. Oh yeah, they showed us some new picture of PO and the space stations and everything. Honestly, you can just like go very quickly through all this. There was one bit that was pretty funny. Let me see if I can find it. That sparked a lot of memes already. Let me see. There it is. Come on, show us the good quality. No, it was here. There we go. So NPCs are going to have different levels, and to give us a visual cue of like a good an NPC is, they are going to have different variety of armor. So you're going to have like the scrub that has like no armor, all the way to like the boss, you know, like the mafia boss, the level 100 mafia boss that's just waiting for you with his legendary armor. Because yeah, there's going to be, with a new star system, there's going to be a lot of new factions, and so they'll need like some new designs for those factions and everything. It was also a good excuse to talk to us about the closing system and how it's going to react to the environment and the wind and everything. So, cargo and trading in Star Citizen. At the moment, when you get to a space station, you basically automatically transfer all your cargo and you can just resell it without having to do anything. But cargo loading and unloading is coming, and you will have to physically move your cargo around from one destination to the other. So if you buy, I don't know, if you buy like 200 crates of iron that you want to go sell to another star system, you will need to load yourself those 200 crates of iron into your spaceship. That will obviously provide you tools for that, obviously, because otherwise that's going to take you days. There is the little guy, there is the new guy, look at it. Little cargo trolley. So yeah, that's how you will do all your loading and unloading. That's going to take a while. Trading is going to become very interesting. But wait, there is more. You guessed right. You will also be able to load your ground vehicles inside your ship, which is something that people have been asking for a while. Like replace components inside spaceship, or like transfer them by hand from one ship to the other. And this is like the beginning of the persistence of your hangar. You know, like you will be able to basically save everything and store them away, and they will stay stored away the way you stored them. And it's the beginning of the housing system. The next thing that they announced that also everybody is very excited about is base building. It's coming, finally. Same thing, base building announced very long time ago now. Base building is to Star Citizen, because it was with the Outland Pioneer. It was a while ago. That was a few years ago. But it's coming to the game. They finally showed us some demo of what it can look like. And it looks great. You have like those all little like prefabs that you can use to build your place. It all looks very good. Like you can have like your mining station, and so obviously they went into a bit more detail about like what you can do with the future of the building system. They also explain a little preview of something that's going to come later, which weren't really. It was half confirmed at the time when this thing went on sale, but now it's fully confirmed. And then you've got the Pioneer, obviously the big boy that's going to allow you to do everything, including potentially building space stations in the future. The grey note on this whole thing, on this whole building, is that basically development is starting at the beginning of next year, pretty much. I mean, they said they're starting now, but like it's almost Christmas, let's be honest. It's really going to start beginning working on it next year. So even though like the art looks like very advanced and everything, all the gameplay features and everything, they haven't even started working on them. And then there is the one video that everybody has been waiting and watching, and the reveal, the very first, the first time we're seeing actual picture of Squadron 42 in a very long time. Let's enjoy the bagpipes, because they're coming. But yeah, some Squadron picture with the character introduction, male and female main character, depending on what you want to play.
The jump got twig.
Talked about a whole bunch of stuff. That there's Mark Hamill. We love Mark Hamill. He's here.
Keep going.
Show some spoiler, like some on foot mission, driving a boat around, a canyon run. Can't have a good game without a canyon run,
We're also
right?
dialing in gameplay features, such as the ship flight model, for both atmosphere and space.
Being chased by missiles and everything. Some physics-based puzzles. They showed a lot of things. Again, if you want to watch the full thing, it's on the Star Citizen channel. I'm just here to do a quick recap of everything. Again, little example of the destructions of the environment. There we go. Most replayed. That's the
next level.
just to show you the progress of how far we've come since the beginning of Squadron 42.
Expecting company.
Smaller.
The amount of work that's put into this, the before and after is mind-blowing.
Yeah, probably, but I think their solar mass calculations
Look at
are
this.
wrong.
It's a different game. It's an entirely different game.
How so?
We are now able to adjust our shot composition to
It just
final
looks
cameras.
just
thanks to
again
recently
like a completely
trafficked
different
space
game.
vistas and level art
They've
being
done
content
such a great
complete.
job. Like the facial expressions and everything, the quality, the lighting.
More like a hailstorm,
It
Luke,
looks
one you ain't gonna fly out of.
Shut up.
it looks so
I
good.
haven't seen another.
Just looks so good again. Like I think we have a little before and after just
The
after
most
that.
rewarding chapter of development, which allows us to truly experience the visceral and oftentimes emotional moments
at this, like the
that
before
our
and after,
narrative
just-
provides.
Look at the lighting, especially the background and everything. Like not only the character, just like
handle it up
everything.
very
It just look that like subtle blur behind and everything. Just like
I'm not
Chef
sure I
kiss.
handled anything.
really chef kiss. And yeah, the game. I mean, you can tell that Squadron is very far away now in development. Like, it's really far into its development, and it's coming. Maybe not the next year, maybe not in a year, maybe in 2 years. But it's coming, and it looks great already. Chris Robert is pure gold. He is. You can tell he's so happy about this. Look at his little face. Look at his little style. He can't wait. He can't wait to show us the game. But yeah, they showed us a little teaser. A little teaser of what's to come. Yeah, you have this nice little farm. Look at this. They have some cows, they have a little field with a little Ursa back here. I'm not quite sure why they have a prospector, I'll be honest, but I'm sure it's the best ship for farming, but hey, who am I to judge? Aww. Cute. This game is going to be great. Not only is Pyro coming, there is going to be a demo at the end of the month that showed us this new area, and you will be able to see it in game already. And I'm very excited for that. Maybe I'll do a little video about this one too. Let's see. The thing that's the most interesting about Pyro is that well, I'm going to a term that's going to be very familiar to EVE Online players, but probably to no one else. Pyro is a nullsec sector, which means that there is no security of any kind in Pyro. It's the Wild West, and that's going to be quite the departure from the current star system, which is currently controlled by private militias. And the Navy a little bit, but many private militias. They're going to be a spicy area. So, in conclusion, that CitizenCon was pretty good. Let's be honest, it was pretty good. Engineering is coming. Again, we don't really know when, but engineering is coming. They're going to add raids. Actually, like PvE raids, where you can like raid a facility to make money and you need to escape before they get to you because reinforcement will keep coming. Like the same way that you have like the bunker missions at the moment in the game, where you need to like go into a bunker, defeat a bunch of NPCs, and then you can loot the place and leave. There's going to be like even like higher tier of like the same kind of mission where you like literally attack an outpost. Hangars are coming, outposts are coming, EVA traversal is coming, or updated EVA traversal, so like, you know, being able to like grip a surface to like pull you and be able to move into 0G BTCR when you're in a spacesuit, this kind of thing that's coming. The in-game event is next month at the end of November. And that's usually when they release a bunch of ship and everything. The store opens with like everything you can want to buy, and they usually reveal a bunch of new ships too. So yeah, I think those were the main points. There was obviously a lot of things announced, a lot of like UI evolution and everything. But yeah, a lot of very exciting stuff. But I think, yeah, there's a lot of things to keep in mind. First of all the features that were announced, none of them are in game right now, and none of them are coming this year. Or like most of them are coming this year. Server meshing is definitely not ready to come live. We're not going to see Pyro and Stanton active at the same time for probably another year. Probably. Same thing with Squadron. I want to say Squadron 42, we are at least a year away from Squadron 42, maybe 2 years. That's just a guess at this point, because we have no idea how far they are in the polish phase. Like, did they start polishing the game like 6 months ago and they didn't tell us about it? Did they start polishing the game now? It's all very in the air right now. I think that's pretty much it. Again, a lot of features are not coming anytime soon, so we'll see. For now, I think it's time we go play. So let's go fly around the verse while we wait for the features to arrive.